everybody. Welcome to a summer 2014 S.W.A.T review. My name is Kate, otherwise known as Narataki.
And I'm Alan, otherwise known as Hisui.
We are from ReverseThieves.com. You can go there to get other S.W.A.T reviews, as well as our monthly Speakeasy podcast, and 3+ blog posts every week. This time we're looking at Sabagebu Survival Game Club from Studio Pierrot Plus, and it is streaming on Crunchyroll. And as the name implies, it's about a club. In this case, it's a group of girls at an all-girls school who like to play with soft guns and play like survival games with them.
We've already had one show like that from Gynex not that long ago. But this one is technically from a shoujo magazine.
And I think it's a little more of like comedy centered and not so much of a focus on really showing the survival game. I mean, they play survival games in this first episode, but it seemed more about like being silly almost. In fact, the feeling of the series almost had like a 4-Coma-esque.
Or like it was a parody of all those guy magazine versions of cute girls playing survival games.
I guess you could see it that way. Momoko, and it kind of like has all these crazy kind of tropes in it and then like turns them on their heads. Because yeah, Momoko is a transfer student, and of course she like kind of immediately gets bombarded by this character Mio to join the survival games club, but like in the craziest way possible, after she like follows her and then gets trapped as a spy.
And they initially meet because Momoko is being harassed by, a subway groper, and she whips out her airsoft Desert Eagles on the guy.
On the train, and it's like really crazy over the top, and Mio gets arrested for it instead of the guy because, like, of course she whips out guns in public. And then it was funny because in the middle of the series, I was like, are you sure this is a shoujo series? And then literally just moments after that, the bullying began. And I was like, now you see that it's a shoujo series, because I very rarely, if ever, have seen like actual major girl bullying in any of these like cute girls doing things in guy magazines. Like they ignore that portion for the most part. So, but of course it's like she gets her revenge in a crazy way. So it's a really like over-the-top series, but I don't know, it didn't feel like, it kept feeling not quite right. Like it was kind of off-kilter the whole time.
Like, I mean, I will admit that I laughed. There were some pretty good gags in there, but yeah, like, it just seems to be like some crucial element that prevented me from getting into the groove of the comedy. And Momoka kind of reminds me of Sakura from Bimbo Gamiga, how she seems like this nice girl, but actually she's kind of this mean-spirited, like, person who just puts on a good front. And, all the other characters just are like one step from being enjoyable, but they never make that important step.
And I agree that I laughed at moments. At the end, I thought had some pretty hilarious stuff going on. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just the survival game aspect of it just doesn't really appeal to me. And maybe that's just the thing that's preventing me from really enjoying the humor of it. I don't know. It just didn't click with me.
Because it also has a bit of that mean-spirited humor, and I don't always object to that. Again, I feel like Bimbo Gamiga has that, but you have to like the characters. As mean as Sakura was, you liked her, even though she was horrible. And for some reason, like if I thought about it more, I might be able to put my finger on it, but I just can't like these characters.
I think maybe it's just that I didn't connect on any level in this episode, and it had some funny moments, but I didn't think that there was enough to really pull me in to make me interested, so
Yeah, you think it's because you have the whole thing with Sawano in the first episode of Bimbo Gamiga that makes you kind of empathize a little with Sakura despite how horrible she is?
Bimbo Gamiga comparison aside, I feel like this was really focused on comedy, and either you get it or you don't get it. I don't think that it's necessarily trying to set up any sort of like
I was just trying
greater
to figure
emotional connection.
Yeah, I was just trying to figure out why I liked one and didn't like the other one. No, I mean, once again, I feel like if you like groove the humor, there's a lot to like there, but otherwise, yeah, and it's also not a cute girls doing survival games. It's really a weird humor where they're playing survival games, and that's where your enjoyment or not enjoyment is going to come from. All right, see you guys next time.